What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and today we are not going to be talking about anything to do with the NFL, but we are going to be talking about something to do with sports, I guess you could say, sports talk. We're going to be talking about the removal of Max Kellerman from First Take, ESPN First Take, and how this changes the landscape of ESPN, how this has more of an effect on coverage of ESPN, of sports for ESPN in the future. We're going to be talking about that in today's video. So basically what had happened was, it's been in the works for a while now, is what I've been hearing from a lot of the reporters that are covering this story, that Max Kellerman was going to be removed from ESPN's First Take for a while now. It's been rumored for a long time that he wanted to do more of the more radio side. He does have his radio show. I think it's from like 2 o'clock. Starts at 2 is his radio show. But there's been a lot of talk that they wanted to focus more on Stephen A. Smith, because apparently Stephen A. Smith is the face of ESPN, because he signed that huge contract. I think it was like a $60 million contract that he signed with ESPN to be their highest paid reporter, I guess. Their on-air personality, I guess is what you would call him. But basically, Stephen A. Smith is going to take over full control of First Take, and they're going to replace Max Kellerman not just with one person, but with like a rotating cast of different analysts and different on-air personalities. And so Max Kellerman's going to go join Keyshawn Johnson. Yes, that Keyshawn Johnson, the former wide receiver. He's going to go join him on a radio show, and I think still do his own radio show, or maybe they're going to just combine and make the Max Kellerman show with Keyshawn and make it just one radio show. I don't have all the details there, but as far as I know, he's going to go and team up with Keyshawn on the radio, and they're going to do their own show. So are people upset with this? I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of people that have some strong opinions about Max Kellerman. Me, I find him kind of funny because of the things that he says, and I probably shouldn't like him as much as I do because of the things that he says about Tom Brady, and me being a big Tom Brady fan, I should be upset that he always hates on Tom Brady and always says that he's going to fall off this year. He had the infamous quote a couple years ago, back when Brady was having a bad season on the Patriots. He said that Brady had hit his wall and he was going to start to drop off, and then I think Brady goes on to win a Super Bowl that season. So, and obviously he won one in Tampa Bay just last year. So Max Kellerman has been known to make some hot takes and say some pretty outlandish things, and this is actually a pretty big and pretty significant move, because Max Kellerman is a highly known commodity in the world of sports talk, in the sports world in general. If you say Max Kellerman, people are going to know who you're talking about. He's pretty well known, and this is a pretty big move because Max Kellerman, along with Stephen A. Smith, were probably the most, I don't want to say most watched, because looking at the TV numbers for ESPN, there's not really a lot of stuff that's most watched on their slew of channels that they have. But First Take was probably up there with the rest of the shows that they have with Sports Center and all that stuff. It was probably at the top because people like a good argument between two hot-headed personalities like Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, very opinionated personalities. They like to hear that go back and forth. That may not be your thing. It may not be my thing, but there's an audience out there for it. If there wasn't an audience for it, they wouldn't make the show. So there's an audience for it, and this does change because this gives Max Kellerman an opportunity to do a little bit more reporting, I guess. I don't know if that's really what he wants to do, but he has that opportunity now. And Stephen A. Smith now can control all, fully First Take, because it was basically just him and Max Kellerman splitting it down the middle. Now it's Stephen A. That's all it is. So, and they have the girl there too. I forget her name, but she's there, but she doesn't really matter that much because she's just there to basically keep the peace between Stephen A. and Max Kellerman, but that doesn't even really work the whole time. So I have an article in front of me of of Max Kellerman's removal. I don't know. It doesn't say exactly when it's going to when it's going to happen. The removal, it may already have happened by the time this video goes up. I don't know. I haven't watched First Take for a couple days, so I don't know if it actually has happened yet. But if it hasn't, then that's cool, because then this video isn't like irrelevant. But it does say here he's likely to have the afternoon show at 2 p.m. I don't know if that's a TV show, like the Max Kellerman TV show. I don't know if that's his radio show or if that's going to be an actual show. I'm assuming it's going to be a TV show. And then he's going to have his radio show with Keyshawn Johnson, is what I'm reading from this from this article. So they wanted to pair Kellerman with Keyshawn in the morning show. So it says that they wanted him to do the radio show with Keyshawn, but it doesn't look like he's going to do it. So I don't know if that is changed at all. I don't know if he's going to end up doing the radio show with Keyshawn now, or what they're going to do. But it's a little strange to me that Kellerman is done with First Take, because, I mean, I didn't watch the show every day, but I would check in here and there when it was on, and I would enjoy some of the conversations they would have, some of the outlandish, crazy things that both Stephen A. and Max Kellerman would say to each other, and the kind of crazy hot takes that they would say. So I enjoyed that kind of stuff, and to see it end is a little bit sad. Not super sad, but a little bit sad to see that be done. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys upset that Max Kellerman's going to be done on First Take? Do you guys care at all that Max Kellerman is done at First Take? If you do, that's totally fine. If you don't, that's also totally fine, because I can understand why people wouldn't even care, because he's just some guy that talks about sports on TV. So if you guys don't care about that, I know it's a little bit different for me to talk about this instead of like NFL or something like that, or college football or something. So, but I saw this article, and I saw the headline that Max Kellerman was going to be done at First Take, and I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. Might as well talk about it. So here we are. So let me know down below what you guys think, if you guys even cared. And that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.